while Marcion's Jesus had no interest in the material world. His goal was to liberate souls from it. Did Bar Kokhba get his authority from the God of Israel? Marcion's Jesus served a different God entirely. This process created a savior who was, from Rome's point of view, completely and utterly harmless. So you can really think of this as a calculated three-step rebranding plan. Step 1, cut Jesus off from territory. Marcion argued Jesus didn't even have a real physical body. No body, no claim to land. Easy. Step 2, cut Jesus off from the rebel God, which breaks any link to the Jewish cause. And step 3, and this part is just genius, completely reframe who was to blame for Jesus' death. Okay, think about Pontius Pilate. In most of the stories, he's the villain, right? Or at least a weak official who caves to the crowd. But in Marcion's version, Pilate is the reasonable one. He sees that Jesus is innocent. The real villains are the Creator God and his followers. This brilliantly reframes the crucifixion. It's no longer Rome executing a Jewish rebel. It's the Creator God destroying the son of his cosmic rival. And just like that, the Roman state is completely off the hook. So, when you put all these pieces together, the new God, the spiritual savior, the reframed crucifixion, what do you get? You get a brand new version of Christianity, one that's perfectly packaged for survival and maybe even acceptance within the Roman Empire. The choice on offer was now incredibly stark. The Jewish Messiah, Bar Kokhba, offered war and law, two things that would get you killed by Rome. Marcion's Jesus, on the other hand, offered escape and grace, spiritual ideas that were no threat to anyone. The political pitch that comes out of this is just devastatingly effective. A Marcionic Christian could basically walk up to a Roman official and say, "You think that rebel God is a problem? We agree. In fact, we hate that violent tribal God even more than you do. Our Savior came to rescue humanity from him." And this is the end result, the Roman-compatible Christian. This is a person who rejects the Jewish scriptures, has zero loyalty to the God of the rebels, and follows a peaceful, spiritual philosopher who poses absolutely no threat to the empire. No land, no sword, no problem. Now, it's really important to say that Marcion's ideas were ultimately declared a heresy. The mainstream church decided to keep the Old Testament and grapple with the very messy politics of having a Jewish Messiah. But this whole hypothesis forces us to ask a really uncomfortable question about those early formative years. Was Marcion's radical redesign a brilliant, necessary political strategy that allowed an early form of this faith to survive in a hostile world, or was it a fundamental betrayal of the movement's origins, stripping a Jewish savior of his entire context just to make him palatable to the ruling power?